I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders, the great millstone, and even the teacher and hearty shalom to the elect. All right, your brothers and brothers out back again with another Tuesday. All right, and I'm here to preach the downfall of America. All right, that's what this truth is about in one aspect. Okay, all right. This is Ezekiel chapter 35, verse 1. It says, "Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying," this is what the Lord said to Ezekiel, "Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it." And that's what we're supposed to do. If we have the spirit of Yahweh Shai on us through the what we call Jesus Christ, we should be in the mindset of prophesying. Okay? All right? And what does it mean to prophesy? Prophesying in a sense means to say before. Okay? This is the word for prophesying in Hebrew. It says it says to prophesy under divine influence, under the divine spirit, okay? Alright? And the divine spirit where we get to prophesy comes from the Rakah HaKodash, okay? Alright, and that Rakah HaKodash was given unto us by Yahweh Shai through his sacrifice, okay? This is John chapter 14 and verse 15. It says, "If you love me, keep my commandments, and I will pray the Father, and he shall give you another comforter, that he may abide with you forever, even the Spirit of truth, whom the world cannot receive, because it seeth him not, neither knoweth him, but ye know him, for he dwelleth with you, and shall be in you." All right? So the Lord left us a comforter, and the comforter is the Holy Spirit. So when individuals that are out there speaking the truth, okay, all right, which the world cannot receive, the outside themselves, okay, all right, they're under a divine, under influence of a divine spirit, right? We're under the influence of the Rakah HaKodash, okay, or the Rakah Kodash, okay, all right. And to prophesy here, let me see, let me look it up. To predict, say that a specific thing will happen in the future. And that's what we're doing. We're saying America is going to be destroyed in the future, and that's true. It does say it's the Bible, okay? All right. Let me go here and get, let me make sure this is charging. All right, let me go here and get Revelations 19 right quick, and I'm going to get Revelations chapter. This is Revelation 19 and verse 10. It says, "And I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, See thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahweh Shai. Worship Yahweh, for the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy." So the spirit of prophecy is to say things that's going to happen before they happen. Again, prophesy here in the Webster Dictionary, New Oxford Dictionary, it says, say that a specific thing will happen in the future. All right? So the Lord told Ezekiel, like he has told us, to go out here and prophesy against America. Okay? All right? Let's see. I want to look to see what it says in the Blue Letter. I mean, in the online etymology. All right. It says prophesied in noun sense. It says the function of the prophet, inspired utterance, the prediction of future events. And we get the prediction of the future events from the Holy Spirit. Right? But also the Lord has given us the book to where the Lord said these things are going to happen, and they're written out, which we're speaking of. Okay, and they're happy as we speak, or while we speak, or before we started speaking. Okay, when I say before, I mean I've only learned the truth, know about the truth since 2019. Okay, and in 2019, before I started learning the truth and started preaching, because I went out there in 2020, and no, I'm sorry, yeah, 2019 in June, I went out there and started preaching on my own. But nonetheless, in that time frame, individuals was preaching prior to me. Prophecy was happening prior to that. Okay, all right. Um, Let me see. Oh, and then I'm going to get Revelation the 5th chapter, because without Yahweh's sacrifice, all right, we would not have the Ruach HaKodesh, right, and or have the spirit to utter the things that the Lord wants to come out here and speak, especially in regards to the downfall of America, okay, all right, the ushering in of the MOTV, all right, the deliverance that's slated for the so-called Negro Latinos and Native American Indians, okay, who the Lord is for. All those things that I just mentioned are part of the gospel, okay. All right, so it says here, this is Revelation 5:5, and one of the elders saith unto me, weep not, behold, the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the root of David, have prevailed to open the book and loose it, and to loose the seal thereof. All right, the Lord Yahweh opened up the book to give us understanding, okay, all right, through his sacrifice, all right. It says, and I beheld, and lo, in the midst of the throne, and in the midst of the throne, and of the four beasts, and in the midst of the elders stood a lamb as it had been slain, having 7 horns and 7 eyes, which are the 7 spirits of Yahweh sent forth into all the earth. And he came and took the book out of the right hand of him that sat upon the throne. And when he had taken the book, the 4 beasts and the 24 elders fell before the Lamb, having every one of them harps and golden vials full of odors, which are the prayers of the saints. All right, so the Lord is only hearing the prayers of the saints, but on top of that, all right, the prayers are reaching the Lord. All right, it says here, and they sung a new song, saying, "Thou art worthy to take the book and open the seals thereof. For thou wast slain, and hast redeemed us to Yahweh by thy blood out of every kindred and tongue and people and nation." So without Yahweh's sacrifice, we would not be able to understand the things that are being taught to, me specifically through the Men of Great Millstone, all right, out of the Bible, okay, all right, because I've been in the church. Multiple people have been in the church, and the church hasn't taught the people in it. So it still doesn't teach the people in it, okay, all right. It says here, and this is what the Lord Yahweh sacrifices, and hath made us into our power, which is Yahweh, kings and priests, and we shall reign on the earth. All right, after Esau's kingdom is done with, all right, the Lord's kingdom is going to be set up. Okay, this is why we must prophesy against Mount Seir. All right, which is in another time a place that the Edomites ruled in, and the Edomites are ruling in America right now. Okay, and as their end comes to a close, okay, all right, as the end of their age comes to a close, we have a duty, individuals that are preaching and teaching, just as myself, in the same manner, all right. When I say in the same manner, I mean outside on the highways and hedges, all right, and then also in the same manner, praising and teaching the names of Yahweh Shem Al-Shai, okay, and also telling the people the truth according to what the Bible says, okay, all right. So the individuals in that same manner also are teaching the words of the Men of Great Millstone, the apostles to all, okay, all right, and on down, all right. So going back to Ezekiel, the 35th chapter, and the 2nd verse, it says, "Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it." All right, and that's what you're supposed to do. All right. Let me go to the precept right here. This is Amos chapter 1 and verse 11. It says, thus saith Yahweh, for 3 transgressions of Edom and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword and did cast up all three, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever. But I will send a fire upon Teman and shall devour the palaces of Bosra. Those are places where Edomites live. Okay, and the Lord's going to jack those places up. All right, as he already has, he's going to do that to this place in North. We're going to send a fire up there. Okay, and that fire is going to come from us thermonuclear missiles. So if you're paying attention to the news articles and things of that nature, geopolitical aspects of the world, okay, you will see, okay, that war is going up. You will see that death and destruction is on its way. All right, here goes some war talk. Okay, okay, but it says here, Russia fires new hypersonic missile and massive Ukraine attack. Kremlin says, okay. It says here, Russia joins Chinese-Iran warships for drills off of South Africa. All right. The Lord is preparing, okay, the Lord is preparing his armies, all right, for war. When I say his armies, I don't just mean the angels in the heavens, okay? I mean the individual armies and militaries that's here in the world, okay? The Lord is having these individuals draw up their battle plans. The Lord is having these individuals join hand in hand together to eventually come against America, okay? All right? There goes another one. It says China deployed 4 Type 55 destroyers at once. All right, and those in the picture it looks like it could be those aircraft carrier planes. Okay. All right, let's see. And then you got militaries taking over Russian oil tankers. Okay, that's going to cause some type of friction. Okay. Here it says at 11:06 in the morning. It may be the same type of article. All right, it says here. Russia fires nuclear-capable missiles. All right, let's look at this, because this is what's going to come burn the land of America with fire. All right. It says Russia fired a nuclear-capable missile in the latest of what it claims are retaliation strikes on alleged attack on one of President Vladimir Putin's residents last month. The New York Post reports the Orosnik hypersonic missile was launched from a nuclear testing site during a massive overnight bombing targeting Lviv, the Russian defense minister announced today. Explosives were reported in the western Ukraine city after the threat of ballistic missiles were detected from Russian Kapustin Yar site just prior to midnight local time. All right, and these thermonuclear missiles, all right, this is what America is going to get shot with. Okay, all right, from all different countries. All right, from all different countries. And let me see if I can find it in Jeremiah. This is Jeremiah 50 and 14, it says, put yourselves in array against Babylon round about, all ye that bend the bow, shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she hath sinned against the Lord. And Amos 1 and 11 told you how Babylon, aka America, okay, aka Babylon the Great, has sinned against the Lord because Esau has pursued his brother with the sword. All right, Esau is doing that in many cases, okay, many cases, okay. Let's see. Let's look at this word array. We look it up in the blue letter. I mean, in online etymology. I think it means array. Yep, it says array in the online etymology. It says marshal troops, arrange for battle, put things in order, arrange, get something ready, prepare, equip, fit out, put clothing on, adorn, decorate. All right. So the Lord is putting these nations in order, okay? The Lord is putting these nations in order to attack America, man, okay? All right, the Lord is putting these nations in order to attack America. All right, so in the noun sense, it says order or position of things, arrangement, sequence. All right, the Lord is, and then I just read a news clip from an article, a news headline from an article stating that Russia and China and Iran are doing drills down there in warship drills off of South Africa. Okay? They are preparing. Okay? All right, they are preparing. And the Lord is with this. Okay? If you are a man of the Lord and if you are prophesying, you should be with this. Okay? All right? There should be nothing. All right, all these things should excite you, especially if you want the Lord's kingdom to come about. Okay, all right. So the Lord is arranging, okay, the world's militaries, okay, to come against America, and it's going to happen. Okay, all right. This is Jeremiah 50 and 15. Shout against her round about. She has given her hand, her foundations are fallen, her walls are thrown down, for it is the vengeance of Yahweh. Take vengeance upon her, as she have done, do unto her. All right, when the Lord said he was going to judge Israel for their transgressions, how did the Lord judge Israel for their transgressions? In one instance, well, in every instance, the Lord sent militaries from the other nations that were round about us. Okay. So the same thing is going to happen with America, right? Other nations, right, that's round about America, okay? Right, he's going to stage and he's going to set them in a race, okay? Bring forth destruction, right? This is the will of the Lord. Thus saith the Bible, okay? All right? This is Revelation, Jeremiah 50 and 15, it says, cut off the sower from Babylon, and him that handleth the sickle in harvest time, for fear of the oppressing sword. They shall turn everyone to his people, and they shall flee everyone to his own land. These individual nations, okay, when I say nations, I mean the people that have a nationality, let's just say, the East Indians, okay? Right, they're going to go back to India, right? These Chinese individuals, they may go back to China, whatever the case may be. Whatever nation that has sowed and plowed here, okay, have gotten some type of gain here, they're going to go back to their sovereign land, okay? All right? It says, verse 17, Israel is a scattered sheep, the lions have driven him away. First the king of Assyria has devoured him, and last Nebuchadnezzar, to ransack and destroy both northern and southern kingdom because of their wickedness. The Lord is going to have Iran, Russia, North Korea, China, Venezuela now, okay, and all these other nations to come against America because of the things that America has done to the Lord's people, okay? Just as Assyria, the Assyrian kings, all right, and the Babylonian kings have done to Israel, the Lord's going to have these same things happen to this place, America, man, okay? All right, it says here, therefore, thus saith Yahweh of hosts, the power of Israel, behold, I will punish the king of Babylon and his land as I have punished the king of Assyria. I will bring Israel again to his habitation and shall feed him on Carmel and Bashan, and his soul shall be satisfied upon Mount Ephraim and Gilead. All right, Israel's going to be taken care of and saved and delivered, man. That's what we're waiting for, man. But in order for that to happen, America has to be destroyed. Okay, all right. Verse 20, in those days and in that time, saith Yahweh, the iniquity of Israel shall be sought for, and there shall be none. And the sins of Judah, they shall not be found, and I will pardon them whom I reserve. The Lord is going to reserve his elect. Okay? That's who the Lord is reserving. The 144,000 that you could read about in Revelation, the 7th chapter. That innumerable multitude that you can read about in Revelation, the 7th chapter. Okay? All right? Those who are the Lord are going to pardon. Okay? Those are who the Lord are going to, what's that word say? Reserve. Okay? And then in my footnote it says preserve. Okay? All right, let's see what it says here. Isaiah 1. This is Isaiah chapter 1 and 9. This proves that it's talking about the elect. This says here, except the Lord Yahweh of hosts hath left unto us a very small remnant, we should have been at Sodom, and we should have been at like unto Gomorrah. All right, that remnant is the elect, man. Okay, 144,000, man. That times of trouble, because those individuals that fall in line with calling upon the names of the Lord, they're going to be the ones that's protected, man. Instead of calling on God and Jesus Christ, which has not done anything for you tribes, okay, but called you to further separate yourself from the Heavenly Father and His Son, all right, it's not going to mean anything when you call upon those names, okay? Those individuals that have the name of the Lord, those individuals that have been obedient to the best of their abilities to the Lord, they're going to be the ones that show your faith through obedience, just like Abraham. Okay? All right, you show your faith through obedience, just like Abraham. All right, and those that have been shown faithful and found faithful, okay, like the scriptures say, I think it's in. Those that make mention, I can't remember what book it's in. I thought it was Michael or Malachi. But it says those, and to what about you for the sun coming back up. Those that make mention of the Lord should be written in the book of life. Let me see that. Oh yeah, here it goes. This is Tawadi Habashim Malachi 3:16. It says, "They that feared Yahweh spake often one to another, and Yahweh hearkened and heard it, and a book of remembrance." That's what it was, a book of remembrance. Okay, was written before him for them that feared Yahweh and thought upon His name. All right. And those that are going to do that are the elect, man. Those ones that are going to be preserved, those ones that have been obedient and showed their faith to the Lord. All right. And I was listening to a video that the other Manat Zakba did about a gentleman that got put out GMS Virginia for whatever reason. All right. He got on the Apostle comment board and, made a comment about some things, which is irrelevant. Okay. But just keep preaching, just keep teaching. That's all you gotta do. That's the only thing that needs to happen. How can I help you, man?
How long are you here?
For about an hour by myself. How can I help you?
I'd like a ride home.
I don't know if I can give you a ride home, man. Where do you live at?
2813 Second Place. It's in the Arnett Benson area.
Let me
Talk to your supervisor.
No, I'm not at work. Well, this is a job. But,
It is a job?
This is a job. Preaching the word of the Lord. Yes, ma'am. That's what I'm doing. But as of right now, I'm teaching, so I cannot give you a ride.
Are you teaching online?
I'm teaching the word of the Lord to whoever wants to stop and listen.
I'm here.
It's supposed to go to the whole world, so the end can come. And that's what I'm preaching about, the end of the world. Because that's what I want to happen, so the Lord's kingdom can be saved.
Well, I think I believe that the devil works in these buildings and in people's lives.
When you say the devil, what do you mean? A physical person or a spirit?
Spirit.
Okay, well, the devil is a deceiver, according to the definition. But this is
They lie to people.
that's what a deceiver does. They lie to people. Yeah.
These people lie.
Yeah, they're all here for some sort of gain.
Yes, and not for your gain or mine.
Yeah, I don't think they're here for my gain or anything like that. And I don't really
No,
care.
they don't care about us.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you're referring to people that look like you as far as your skin color, it's your people. I'm not saying that you're not a person that goes back to.
I believe you. The white people have been really shitty.
Yeah.
And they still are.
Yeah, it's the things that your people are doing to the world.
Yeah.
That's why I want this place to end, because it's not a benefit for my people, to be in the state. It's not even a benefit for you to be in this kind of state.
No, because I'm a female. It's all white men.
Yeah. See, and
Or
that's
Spanish men. They're adding them to the mix.
Yeah.
They're just adding anybody that has any type of power or money or influence.
Yep, and that's why this place got to be destroyed, man. Because it's just wicked. And not to say it should be destroyed in regards to the end of the whole earth, but the age, the time period that's around, has got to go. Because the people that are ruling the world are wicked, and the Lord hates wickedness, and the Lord is going to come destroy this wicked place. And
I
the
hope
wickedness
so.
stems from America. Yeah.
I hope so.
Yep.
I hope they do. I hope it ends soon.
Oh, it's going to. You can pay attention to what's going on in the news. It's going to.
Mr. Orange-faced white man who runs our country is a crook and a rapist.
Yep, he's all that stuff, man. That's fine. That's the lot that the Lord put in there, and he's living out his destiny. He's living out his.
We
his
hope
lot.
he gets it.
Everybody's going to receive some type of judgment from the Lord.
Yeah.
This is Ezekiel chapter 35 and verse 3. It says, "And say unto him, Thus saith Yahweh power, behold, O Mount Seir," which goes back into the land that the Edomites ruled I am against thee. I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. And the word desolate goes into a desolation, a waste. That's how America is going to be when the Lord sends those thermonuclear missiles over here from these other countries. All right, that means everything that you see here is going to be burnt up. The cars, this courthouse,
I'm
these
glad.
buildings.
I'm
Yeah, me
glad.
too. That's what I really want. The people are going to be set on fire. There's going to be a lot of stuff that's going to happen during the time of the Lord bringing desolation to this place. There's going to be a lot of confusion. There's going to be a lot. When I say confusion, people are not going to know who to trust or who to go to to depend on. There's going to be a lot of sedition in the streets, like a lot of protests going on. There's already that stuff going on around in the world already as is. There's going to be a lot of chaos and confusion.
Well, the people at the top are always wanting to get there to the top. I mean, it's been that way forever. The greedy people are always going to be greedy. There's nothing that can bring them down
Well, the Lord's
except
gonna,
God.
yeah, the Lord's going to bring it down. That's it. The scripture says the Lord, let's see if I can find this. This is a good one. This is Daniel chapter 2 and verse 21. It says here, and he changes the times and the season. He removeth kings and setteth up kings. He giveth wisdom and unto the wise and knowledge to them that know understanding. So the Lord sets up individuals and brings them down. So the Lord set up Donald Trump to be in the seat of presidency for America this term.
Yeah.
Whoever else he said that
Yeah.
the Lord's going to bring them down in his own way, in his own time.
Yeah.
This is Ezekiel 35:4. It says, I will lay waste thy city, I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord, because thou hast a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time their iniquity had an end. And it's the same thing that Amos is saying in the book of Amos, the first chapter and 11th verse. I had read it earlier. I'm going to read it again.
Okay.
This is Amos 1 and 11. And this is the Lord judging for Edom, Esau, the so-called white man. It says here, this is Jacob's brother. It says here, Amos 1 and 11, thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof. Because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever. Because I will send, it says, but I will send fire upon Teman, which shall devour the palaces of Bala. That's going to happen here in America. That's what I'm reading about in Ezekiel the 35th chapter. It says here, because thou hast a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel. This is Ezekiel 35:5 again, by the force of the sword. It says here, in the time of their calamity, and the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, saith Yahweh power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. All right, and the Lord is going to have these other nations come against America. All right, as I was reading in Jeremiah, the 50th chapter, and the 14th verse, that word array means to set yourself in an arrangement or a position. Okay, and the Lord is having these armies prepare themselves with their increase of their financial budget for war, with their stockpiling of missiles and their stockpiling of military arms.
Yeah.
All right, because all these things are going to be used against America. The thermonuclear missiles.
Yeah, and
soldiers.
Trump's just handing them over to the other countries.
Well, I don't know about that part, but
Well, if he's not, doesn't really
When
matter.
you say he's handing them over, what is he handing over to them?
Oh, selling to them,
Oh, well,
missiles and military equipment.
I mean, yeah, he's probably doing that in some instances where he's trying to make money. But
Yeah.
for the most part,
But
these
and
other
they're
nations
going to
are
use
doing
it
the same
over
thing.
to kill us,
Yeah,
but
that's
which
a good
is
thing. Well, they're
yeah.
not going to kill me, but the Lord's going to have them kill all the wicked,
Well,
because that's who the Lord's going to destroy: the wicked of your people, the wicked of my people here, the wicked of anybody that the Lord deems as wicked, as far as these other nations and within the nation of Israel. The Lord's going to have them killed one way, form, or fashion.
yeah.
This is
Do you have to get a permit to be out here?
Nah, it's not.
They don't bother you.
Nah, nobody bothers me.
That's good. I'm
This
glad.
is Ezekiel 35:7. It says, "Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from him that passeth out, and him that returneth." That means nobody's gonna come back to this place. All right, Isaiah the 30.
I don't want to come back to this
Isaiah
place.
Isaiah the
I've
34th.
had the shittiest life of anybody in the world.
That's the lot that the Lord dealt to you. I know some people that have bad lives, but those are the things that the Lord has set forth for you in your life because of your decisions
Wow.
in your past life. All we doing is living out the Lord's judgment for us. This is John.
I didn't deserve it.
It's the ninth.
I didn't deserve it.
The Lord determines what we deserve or not. It's not us to say
No,
that we
people
deserve
have
it.
free will. People
There's no
have
such
free
thing as
will. Other people can do things to you that you have no control over. They can run into your car. They can.
This is Jeremiah 10:23. It says, "Oh Lord, I know that the way of man is not in himself. It is not in man that walketh to direct his steps." So that's telling you right there, the Lord is in control. There's another one that's more specific. There's no such thing as free will.
Well, why do
This
they
is-
say that in church?
The
Churches
church-
are stupid.
Churches,
They don't
they
preach.
mislead people.
Yeah,
They do that for money.
yeah,
They have done that for money.
yeah.
This is
Well, the one thing I learned in church was the natural man is selfish. Yeah.
Did that come from the Bible, or is that
I don't-
somebody's experience?
I don't know. I mean, it was what they taught. So I guess you have to be unnatural to not be selfish, or to be more like God, I guess, or
You ever heard
Jesus.
of people being a product of their environment?
Oh, I am that. Everybody is, really.
So if somebody's selfish or somebody's nasty or wicked or whatever the case may be, it's because the world around them is in that state. So people are just a product of their environment. This place is wicked. So
Yeah.
since this place is a wicked place to be, everybody acts as what
They
they
give
what they
people
see.
guns and give them the right to kill other people, and it's like, and then they turn around and somebody else kills somebody for self-defense or something, and they put them in jail, and ruin their whole life. Didn't happen to me, but I'm just saying. And they're all puffed up with their guns and their,
I'm getting married.
good. Good for you. Did you go in and get a marriage certificate and license?
Yep.
It's a car.
This is Proverbs 20 and 24. I was looking at 24 and 20. But anyway, it says, man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way? All right, so since man's goings are of the Lord, there's no such thing as
Free will.
free will. So The Lord decides and dictates where you're going to go. The Lord decided for you to come over here and sit in my face today for whatever reason that may be. But nonetheless, at the end of the day, whatever the Lord has decided is what's going to happen. You say you have a bad life. Well, we all have circumstances that have befallen us, and some may be in, it may seem as better circumstances than others, but it's all a decision of the Lord. Because I just read to you, hey, the Lord said it's up to you, and agree with him. That's the same aspect in regards to people. There's another one where the Lord says, where it says, I know it's in the book of Psalms, but it's in the Lord.
Yeah. What does it say? That. Okay.
I cannot remember what it says,
It's
but it's all good. It's not a big deal. I'm gonna keep prophesying though, because that's what I'm here to do.
okay.
This is Ezekiel 35.
Do you think men own women?
There's an order to things. So the order, according to the Bible, is the Lord, the Heavenly Father, then the Son, then man, then the woman. So then the children. So let's say if you get married to a man, that man is your husband, he's your head. So in regards to how the world would dictate that, or society would say men don't own anything, or men don't own a woman, if you get married to that man is your head, so you need to be listening to him. Like
And does he have to
financially,
listen to you? Does he have to listen to you?
what do you mean?
The man?
The man.
Yeah.
I mean, in a marriage, there should be compromises, But as far as having a final decision in the situation of the relationship, it should always fall to the man. The man does not think with his emotions. The man thinks with logic, And there's instances where sometimes men think with emotions. And there's instances where women sometimes think with logic. But at the end of the day, when you're married to a man, right, that man is your head, so he's the head of the house. He doesn't necessarily own you as a person, but that marriage or that bond that you have, as a man, you show him respect as a man.
And when you show him respect and he hurts you, you can get divorced.
I mean, you can file for divorcement and things of that nature, but as far as him putting his hands on you, I don't know about too much.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, well, not
I
just
just
saying
said
about if he
hurt.
hurt you,
Hurts you physically or
emotionally, mentally, or whatever.
bad.
People get hurt in many different types of ways. It just depends on your mindset. You got to stay in that situation.
Yeah, you have to
Walk
leave.
away, then you need to walk away.
Yeah.
But that's totally up to you. This is Ezekiel
That's
chapter.
true.
This is Ezekiel chapter 35, and verse 7. Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from him that passeth out, and him that returneth. And I will fill his mountains with his slain men, and thy hills, and in thy valleys, and all thy rivers shall they fall that are slain with the sword. So everybody in those particular regions of the land, the mountains, the rivers, the hills, the valleys, the Lord's going to kill them, man, with the sword. It says here, I will make thee perpetual desolations, and thy cities shall not return, and ye shall know that I am Yahweh. Right? And this is what the Lord is going to do, and this is the same thing that's written of in Isaiah, the 34th chapter.
Have you lived here in Lubbock for a while?
I lived here since 2024.
I've lived here since 1955.
Okay, that's cool. This is Isaiah 34 and
2024?
yes, ma'am.
So you've just been here a year. That's good.
Yes, ma'am. This is Isaiah 34 and 4. It says, and all the hosts of heaven shall, let me start up. This is Isaiah 34:1. It says, "Come near, ye nations, to hear and hearken. Ye people, let the earth hear and all that is therein, and the world and all the things that come forth of it." So everybody needs to hear. So when you had asked me earlier, am I talking to the people on the internet? There's nobody here listening right now on the internet. But the words that the Lord want to be heard, they're going to be heard by the people that need to be heard. Let me get that. Let me go back here and get this. This is Matthew chapter 28 and verse 18. And Yahushua came and spake unto them, saying, "All power is given unto me in heaven and in earth. Go ye therefore and teach all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit, teaching them to observe whatsoever I have commanded you, and lo, I am with you always, even unto the end of the earth." So we gotta be teaching everything and everybody, right? Because at the end of the day, it's about the Lord's elected people that's on this sign right here. But
Is hatred evil, or
What's that?
can you feel hatred for people?
yeah, you can. Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, I do.
I hate
I
a
do.
lot of people.
Yeah, I do too. I hate white people because of the things that they have done to my people.
Yep.
Look at this. I'm sure you've been around and seen this. This book called Without Sanctuary. It's a bunch of hangings and burnings and lynchings.
I know
Yeah.
about all that.
Yeah.
So
See,
It's
this is why I hate
horrible.
white people.
I,
This is part of the perpetual hatred
I don't blame you.
that the so-called white people have had for the Lord's people. Thank you.
That's horrible.
Yeah, look at that. Burn that man.
Yeah.
That man's burnt. Look at that.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep that up.
Oh, I am. Yeah. This is the burnt corpse of William Stanley, August 1915, Temple, Texas. That's southwest of here, southeast of here.
Yeah. Yeah.
And here goes two more lynchings right here. 3 Negroes lynched at Duluth, Minnesota. Duluth, Minnesota.
Yeah.
Yep, right there. Look at that. And all these white people around just looking. So if you ask me if I hate white people, yeah, I hate people.
I'm glad.
I hate people that did this.
Yeah.
I hate people that walk around here
And
with
they
a
walk
smile on their
around
face.
and walk around and look and don't say a thing and
Exactly.
just let it go
Yep.
on.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then they be like, "Oh, well, forget about slavery, but all this shit about the
That's been a
Holocaust,
long
dude."
time
Yeah, that's what
ago.
they say.
Y'all supposed to
Get over it.
get over it.
But
Move
motherfuckers-
on.
Yeah. Nah, fuck that.
You're in my league.
Yeah, fuck that.
Okay.
So yeah, you can hate people. The Lord hates people. The Lord hates white people. The Lord hates Edomites.
What is Edomites?
So-called white people.
Oh, okay.
So so people would call me black, right? They would call me black, but
I know.
my
You
pigmentation is
have
brown.
beautiful
This is black.
color.
Thank you.
Yeah.
People would
Brown.
consider you to be white, but the sign,
I'm
this is
peach.
white. Yeah, this is white. You're actually
Flesh.
red.
Reddish,
Yeah,
whitish.
because your blood shows forth through your skin. Like, let's say if you get angry or something like that,
Yeah.
or you're
Comes to your
laughing,
service.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your red, the blood will show forth through your skin. So you're not really white. Your hair is more white than your skin color
Yeah.
is, you know.
Right.
But those are social constructs that were thrown on people under white supremacy, under so-called white supremacy.
Yes.
And it's just to oppress. That's all it is.
Yeah.
But let me go back to Isaiah, because the Lord hates. Let me get this. The Lord hates people. This is.
Does it say that in the Bible?
I'm about to read it to you.
Okay. Because I've been wondering, this hatred that I had, wondering if it was supposed to, what to do about it,
I mean, don't the scriptures say, walk peaceably with all men,
Right.
So don't be out here doing nothing crazy to really get yourself in jail. This is Malachi chapter 1 and verse 1. It says, the burden of the word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, saith the Lord, yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Lord? Yet I loved Jacob. And I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down. They shall call themselves the border. They shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom Yahweh, the Lord, hath indignation forever. So the Lord hates individuals. All right.
Can you read that again?
Yes.
I just heard something.
This is Ezekiel. This is Malachi chapter 1 and verse 1. The burden of the word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, saith the Lord. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Lord? Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau, and I laid his mountains and his heritage
Mountains and his heritage.
waste for the dragons of the wilderness. As I was reading in Isaiah 34, you can read about those dragons and those wild beasts that's going to be left here in America once it's set on fire. Whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever.
You see that woman there?
Yeah.
She probably has been in there before and asked for help, and they send her away.
It's a cold world that we live in, you know, and I don't feel sorry for anybody, you know, because we all are going through something.
Yeah.
And the things that we go through is what the Lord set for us to go through, you know. It's all part of the Lord's plan. That's it at the end of the day.
Really?
That's it. That's it at the end of the day, you know. Good or bad, you know, the Lord set it up.
Well, but
And
why does
we can't question the Lord, you know. Who are we but mere mortals to question the Lord? That woman, just as yourself and just as myself, did something in the eyes of the Lord that the Lord deemed wrong or good for us to come back and live this judgment that we're living out. Some people are in a good position because of what the Lord set for them, and some people are, you can say, are in a bad position because of what the Lord set for them. But at the end of the day, we just have to live out our judgment. So we're all living out our judgments.
Can I come back in just a
If you
second?
want to, you should ask her for a ride, because I can't give you a ride, man.
Okay.
All right. We all are living out our judgments, man. And at the end of the day, that's what it is. You can't judgment that the Lord set for you. And if somebody has pity and mercy for you, that's fine. Maybe they'll help you along your way. But at the end of the day, this is all that you can do. You're going to do what the Lord said for you anyway. This is John chapter 9 and verse 1. And when Yahweh passed by, he saw a man which was blind from his birth. And his disciples asked him, saying, Master, who did sin, this man or his parents, that he was born blind? Yahweh answered, neither hath this man sinned, nor his parents, but the works of Yahweh should be made manifest in him. I must work the works of him that sent me while it is day. The night cometh when no man can work. As long as I am in the world, I am the light of the world. When he had thus spoken, he spat on the ground and made clay of the spittle and anointed the eyes of the blind man with clay. And he said unto him, go wash in the pool of Siloam, which is by interpretation sent. He went his way therefore and washed and came seeing. why he came into this world blind. Okay, all right. At the time where the Lord committed a great work and made him be able to see. Okay, but this man, he had sinned in his past life. That's why he came back into this incarnation as a blind man in John the 9th chapter. I cannot remember. Yeah, I can't remember how it goes. I gotta study this one. But we are reincarnated to live out the judgments that the Lord has set forth for us now. All right, there's no escaping the hand of the Lord. The things that we do is destined for us to do them, predestination, and the things that we do for us to do. All right. The good and the bad, we go through it, man. But it's just been another day to prophesy the downfall of America. You know, Lord will, you was edified. I'm gonna face the east and I'm gonna give all praise and honor and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and we want to teach well. Hearty Shalom to the elect. Kwam Yasharala, Mawaf Walla Yahweh Mahar, Hawaii Nawab, Babu Shabbat, Shalom.